Welcome back. It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Greg from Wildwood Aquatech. I'm sorry, somehow, but you Aquatech pools.
Yes.
But you have moved into or expanded into the solar business also.
Yes.
Okay.
We did that about 7 years ago.
About 7 years ago.
Yes.
Why don't you give me a rundown, Greg?
Well, we started back in 1974 building swimming pools.
Right.
And so we've kind of branched out. We build pools throughout the Central Valley. We go to the coast. We go to the Bay Area. We'll be starting a project in Nevada.
Wow.
And so we've got a pretty deep customer base. And so we've been approached by distributors on actually installing solar. And it's really been a good marriage from the standpoint that now we can offer the heating systems so that our customers can swim 8 or 9 months out of the year.
Now that's important. I mean, that's a big investment to sit in your backyard that you can't use.
For 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So what this does is what we do in the computation is we add more solar panels on the roof. And I just compute that based on how often they're going to be using. Let's say if they have, I'm actually doing the heat pump systems also for spas, whereas we used to use only gas heaters for spas. And you're about 50% more efficient by using an electrical heat pump system than you are using a gas heater.
Give me a real brief description of what a heat pump is and how
Sure,
it works.
it's a condenser and a coil, and so pretty much it's almost like just an air conditioning unit.
Oh, okay.
And what's nice about those systems is we can heat and cool.
Oh.
So in August when it gets, the water maybe 95 degrees, 90 degrees, we can cool the water down, or we can heat it during, let's say, anytime it's 50 degrees or warmer.
That's a great innovation.
So starting, let's say, February, March, actually the way this weather's been recently, we've been, 50-degree weather has been even in early as probably February all the way to November, December.
Oh, yeah. And they can get in the pools about that time.
Yes, so it extends the swimming season. We use what's called little pop-up cleaners that allow the hot water to get down to the floor. That way you're heating from the bottom up instead of heating just the surface, which is going to take double the time in order to heat the whole pool.
That's true, yeah.
So we're working with a lot of new technologies. In this coming June, I'll be installing the Tesla Powerwall.
Now, tell me about
that. That right now there's about 30,000 orders, and a lot of them are going back east because a lot of those homes can be without power for 2 to 3 weeks at a time.
Okay.
So it makes sense to offer them over there.
Right.
Now,
so this is a storage device.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For power outages.
It's a storage device, and it's also a power shaving device, so that when you store the power, you can put it into the peak times, and that way you're actually, let's say you have cloud cover, you can still use your solar panels, which are stored now 5 kilowatts, 7 kilowatts into the power wall, and so now you can use that so that you're not spending, you can actually reduce your bills at the same time. You can increase the efficiency of your solar panels.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
How's business been?
Well, the solar end has been picking up for us, so it's been a good portion. It's kind of increasing because us doing a lot of the newer technologies, the heating systems, I think with the power walls, I think are going to be a very nice capability to have in the future.
And a lot of people don't realize when they put in solar, if they don't have some kind of storage facility, when they're not producing,
exactly,
you're consuming.
Well, the advantage too is, let's say you're down for 2 to 3 days at a time. What you can do is you can put on your refrigerator, you can put your lights or your computer systems. We can put it into a circuit, and that way you can power those devices even though you have no electrical coming into the house.
Now, I live in an area where during the winter we lose power significantly.
You in Madera?
Yes. Oh, and I live up by Bass Lake up there.
That's right. You're up at,
and we've gone as long as a week without
Have
power.
you really?
Yeah. So that's important. Being able to do that, to store it, to have it there, and a lot of people. Now you still need for the solar panels and stuff. You still need a baseline power input, right?
You do.
And so that's another thing that solar people or people thinking about solar don't understand. If you don't have power and you don't have storage, you don't have solar.
That's correct.
So that's important. You
That's
guys have
correct.
really moved out into this is a growing area in with what's going on in the world today. Pool business.
Yes.
How's it going with the water?
With the drought?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that question pretty
Yeah.
often. Well, the drought has probably been a little bit of a benefit for us,
Okay.
only because we have customers that would rather build a pool now when they can,
Mhm.
rather than wait and have a moratorium. So a moratorium, I don't see any near future moratoriums.
Right.
But it all depends on what happens. The nice thing about a swimming pool in relation to lawn, we're using a lot less water just because we're only in evaporation mode
Right.
after the pool's built and after it's filled. So we're in evaporation mode where it's a very small amount, maybe a quarter inch, maybe somewhere around there.
Yeah.
As long as your pool is holding water, you'll be doing fine.
Okay. Well, listen, Greg, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very
Great
much.
stuff. You
Great
guys got some
talking to you.
exciting technology
Yeah.
for a pool. Real quick before you go,
Yes.
how do we get a hold of you?
Well, my cell phone is 709-9920. Wildwoodpools.com is our internet website.
Okay.
Our office number is 439-7311.
All right. You got it. That's how you get a hold of him. We'll see you when we come back. Take care.
Hi, I'm Greg Kearns, Vice President of Wildwood Pools. We're located in Fresno, California, and we're putting together a presentation to show potential homeowners different features.
The inflow system works very well. I really am happy with it. It keeps the pool very clean that I can see, and I like it because you don't have to worry about a pool sweep. The pool sweep always has a tendency to get in the way when you're in the pool. Two-speed pump compared to the variable speed pump is like night and day. It's about $150 to $175 a month difference. Experience was very good with Wildwood. I was very happy with their service, very happy with everything that they did. Every step along the way they called and they made sure that we understood step A, step B, step C. That was number one for me because, like I say, customer service is number one for me.